Let's first talk a little bit about what are some of the obstacles to being effective in strategy communications. And honestly, there's a lot that's going against you here. It's not your fault all the time. All right. It is true that strategy can be hard to communicate. I mean, let's face it. How often are you getting a good understanding of strategy from your executives? Do they do a good job of communicating it frequently? Because if they're not doing a good job of communicating it, then how on earth are you going to be able to connect the dots of what you're doing, your product strategy, connecting it to the larger business strategy that the organization is pursuing, right? Another thing is that folks believe that product strategy should be a set of things that oftentimes it's not. There's this set concept of misaligned expectations. People are expecting that you're going to have every detail in your product strategy. That's not a strategy. That's tactics. Another challenge is you know more than just about anybody else about the product. And so oftentimes you're just making assumptions about what people should already know when really they're not paying as close attention as you are, right? They don't have all that details, right? So the curse of knowledge is real. And it's almost a subconscious thing and it's hard to overcome, right? So start being more aware about that, right? And then this last thing kind of connects to the first one in terms of if corporate strategy is not terribly clear or not being communicated often, it's harder to connect the dots. And that's connecting the dots at the high end. But you also find it difficult if your product strategy is here in the middle. Connecting the dots down to every user story can also be a challenge, or to every product requirement. You know, if you're working on a physical requirement that's in a highly regulated industry, can you connect the dots between those requirements and your product strategy? That can be very difficult.